e cumparozzi. Vediamo quanto faccio buona a ste 4 massi di tarantella.
This is a picture of Bari, Italy, today. See this artist's impression of what Bari might have looked like 2,500 years ago. The history books tell us that Bari was founded by Mycenaeans, later under the control of the Greeks and the Romans. However, this couldn't be any farther from the truth. As we are about to witness, there is another empire, forgotten by the sands of time. The Sorban Empire. Now, you may be wondering, how can we rewrite history like this? Nobody knows for certain why or even when the Sorbs were forgotten. What we do know is that the Sorban Empire is mentioned in many Roman texts, including those of the historian Tacitus. Scholars reading these texts simply interpreted Sorbus as meaning pear tree, its meaning in Latin. However, in many cases, the word referred to the Sorban Empire. It is very possible that Sorbus, meaning pear tree, comes from the fact that the pear was heavily cultivated in the Sorban Empire. Medieval scholars probably made the same mistakes in interpretation. Therefore, all record of the Sorbs' very existence was forgotten. We recently met up with Theodor Ruhl in Modugno, 10 kilometers southwest of Bari. He is the German archaeologist whose pioneering steps in the use of robotics and archaeology discovered the legacy of the Sorbs.
Okay. Hier interviewen wir jetzt Herrn Theodor Ruhl, der arbeitet im Süddeutschen Zentrum für Mechanik und Robotertechnologie. Nun, Herr Ruhl, das sind zwei Fachgebiete, für die Sie angeblich schon sehr früh ein Händchen hatten. Wie kamen Sie eigentlich dazu, in dieses Genre einzutauchen?
Ja, ich weiß selber nicht mehr genau. Ich kann mich nur noch erinnern, dass, ja, in meiner Jugend war einfach mein erstes Projekt, es war einfach ein Schlüsselerlebnis in meinem Leben.
Also ich würde nicht sagen, dass es Ihre Jugend war. Ich würde ja sagen Kindheit, insoweit waren Sie damals noch nicht. Ja, von Ihrer ersten Kreation gibt es ja sogar ein altes Video. Ja, spielen wir das einfach gerade mal rein.
What is most fascinating is that until about 500 BC, the Sorbs had their own pantheon, distinct from the Greeks and the Romans. Sorban legend states that Angela, the mother goddess, a third wolf, third human, third divine creation, founded Barium, today's Bari. She built the city out of the food that the other gods wasted. Bari was the Sorban capital. It is unclear when Bari was founded. Radiocarbon techniques date some Sorban artifacts to as early as 1000 BC. The Sorbs were a culturally advanced people. They had a day of rest every 7th day of the week, a first in Western civilization. They also had Sorban feast. The women of the family would prepare a literal feast for everybody in the house to enjoy. Even slaves partook in Sorban feast. Funny story from one of the Sorban tablets. A Gaulish invading force took Bari under siege in 391 BC. The women of the city invited the invaders to Sorban feast. peace was declared that same evening. The first major war involving the Sorbs was the Latin War of Independence. The Latin tribe, located around Latium, Italy, demanded independence from the tributes of the Sorban emperor. After a brief quarrel, Romulus founded the Roman kingdom around the 7 hills of Rome. Over the centuries, Rome developed an empire of its own. It, as we all know, would develop into one of the greatest empires in history. The Sorbs controlled the better part of the Adriatic. They were, as one would imagine, a great threat to Rome's expansion. Fearing a war, the Empress Maria Christina of the Sorbs agreed to marry a Roman senator by the name of Josephus, after her husband, the ruling Sorban emperor, died in 249 BC. Their son, Gabrielus, became both a Roman senator and a Sorban emperor after his parents' deaths. This established a permanent Sorban presence in the Roman Senate, assuring peace. When the Roman Empire was officially founded under Augustus in 27 BC, all Sorban territory was included. And that was the end for the Sorban people as an independent empire within the Roman Republic. They would now be under the direct will of Rome. This wasn't necessarily a bad thing for the Sorbs, because they were already citizens. They had the same treatment as Romans did under Augustus. The Sorban legacy lives on to this day. Modern Italian cities such as Foggia, Bari, Brindisi, and even Venice trace their origins to the Sorbs. Where a non-Italian can feel the legacy of the Sorbs is in their culinary staple, the sorbet. In the winter, when the Apennines had snowy caps, they would mix fruit juice with the snow, hence the sorbet, a dessert whose legacy continues to this day.